What up? What up? What up? Happy Sunday. Happy weekend, whatever you want to call it. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Don't know about you guys out there, but here in New York, we've been having crappy weather. It's sunny today, but still cold. Gonna wait for some people to pop up in here, and then we'll get chatting on guys' daily progress or week progress. Let's see what's what. Morning, Dina. Morning. Good morning. Thank you for popping in. How's your weekend going, or how did your weekend go? Because we're at the end of the weekend now. I don't know how your week went. Was it successful, productive? Did you have a bad week? Because that happens at times. So we're all humans. Every day can't be a good day, right? But we try to make it be. Let me know what projects you guys are working on today. I'm just trying to knock out a 10-piece that customer mine asked me to do. Dropped off some shirts to me last night. So, being that my time is very limited now on processing orders, being that I'm at work during the day at the dealership and getting my hands dirty, a lot of my time has been cut back a little bit. But I have some projects, some plans that wanted to get done this spring for my house. So I did go back to the whole 9 to 5 thing for a little bit, just to speed up the process on finances, where I don't have to touch my personal savings. So, hopefully I don't get in trouble, because I don't plan on doing that too long, because I still love and miss. Well, I don't miss it because I'm still doing it. Don't want you guys to think that I'm not, or have given up my custom apparel business, because that's never going to happen. Because I'm still taking orders, I'm still processing orders. Just taking a little bit longer than usual, just by splitting my time up. But at the same time, it's been a good thing, because I've been out and about and I've been meeting a lot of good people, and some of those people have turned into clients as well. So again, you don't always got to spend money on marketing to get your business out there. Just random conversations a lot of times, will get you a new customer. So I am working on a home improvement. My customer that does home improvement, this is his thing here, OAW Home Improvement. So he brought over some shirts. He told me his son wants to be able to advertise for his dad, which is always a good thing. So he's been a long time customer, great customer. And I haven't heard from him in a while, so it was good to get back in contact with him. Nah, don't be afraid of failing. I'm recording. What do you guys need? Huh? What do you guys need? What? Okay. All right. That's the gang heading out. Huh? I did already. Bye. So, yeah, that's the gang. Of course, whenever I go on live, they want to hop on, right? But it's all good. Yeah, what was you saying? Yeah, don't be afraid to fail. Without failure, you won't experience success. All successful people have failed at some point. But I am not telling you leave your 9 to 5 job. That's a, personal thing, because I don't know your finances. Only you know your situation. I always just encourage people to do what's best for them. Give me a second. Let me just load up another piece of vinyl in here. Let me turn you up on the volume. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, that's my tribe, man. I love them to death. But like a lot of times, their timing is terrible. But I told myself I'm gonna get a sign to put outside of my garage, right outside my door, that says recording, so it can light up when I'm recording. so they know not to pop up on me. But yeah, don't be afraid to fail. I mean, you work hard. I get it. You have a 9 to 5, so that's a steady income. Like, I've worked many 9 to 5s, so I know the feeling of can't wait. Of not being able to wait for that day where you can just not going anymore and don't have to answer to people and be bothered with a lot of the stuff that goes on in the workspace. So I definitely get that. But what is it that you want to do as far as it sounds like you want to start up your own business? What is it that you want to do? What is the website? I'll pin it to the top of the chat. What is the website or your website link? And we'll look at it together. But whatever it is that you do on your website, or what are you selling on your website? Um, Again, just always don't be afraid to explain to people what it is that you sell or what it is that you do, what services you provide, or whatever product it is that you sell. I mean, a lot of times, just listening to people, you be able to gain new customers because a lot of times people talk about things that you're actually doing or talk about products that you actually sell, some way or form of fashion. So learning new things and practicing them for Adam. I ain't saying something. But what's on your website? Or what things do you want to put on your website, or what services, or Mom's Marrow doing party favors, Mom's event playing card. That's hot. That's hot. Custom playing cards. I want to work on a way to describe it simpler. All right. So what you want to do first off, like, so you sell a bunch of different things. So apparel, tumblers, mugs, memorabilia items, like a lot of custom stuff. So first thing you want to do is find out which out of all those things, which one sells the most, or which ones are more common to people, that you'll hear people speaking about or that they need. Then you want to push that item, those type of items, a little more than the others. Not to say stop pushing the others, because there's always going to be an audience for those other items that you sell as well. But you want to focus and lock down on the ones that do extremely well. All right, so maybe you want to take like your top two or top three items that do extremely well and push those, a little harder than the other ones, where you may get a sale or a couple sales from them every once in a while. As far as tracking customers, like I always say, simple conversations. You'll hear people. Everybody has birthdays. Everybody has, weddings and events going on, especially if they have kids. They have, birthday parties. They have school events. You want to get in with, like, say, PTAs, your parent teacher association. Facebook moms, I've realized, is a great place to advertise. I mean, females versus males. Females tend to spend a lot more money, um, tend to shop more than men do. So you want to go on, Facebook is a great tool, of course. Also on social media, Instagram, you want to always be posting your items. Post your items at least want to post items at least, in your case, say 3 to 5 times a day if you can. Different items, different designs, consistency is key. The consistency is what's going to get you over the top. Once right now you're trying to get to the place where it's like automatic, it's kind of like residual. So once you get to that point, then you're not going to stop working. But as far as your marketing, you're not going to have to market as much. Your products are going to market themselves for you. Just flying over here. Just checking on my dog. He's a little nutcase too. Um, I'm gonna work on a way to describe it simpler. It'll become redundant. Or if I can post the same items every week, I don't have a lot yet. No, see, the thing is, you can't look at it as, what's the matter? All right, relax. You can't you can't. All right, 1 sec. All right, you want to go inside? 1 sec, Dana. I'm gonna come right back. Go ahead. All right, I'm back once again. See, one thing you got to realize on social media, anytime you post, the more you post, it doesn't even matter if you're posting the same thing, because there's so many people that's on social media that it's not like, okay, the same people, yes, some of the same people will see it, but it's not like hundreds and thousands, millions of other people aren't going to see it as well, so you can't think, don't look at it like, and let that be a motivation. Like, okay, say to yourself, you know what, I don't want to keep posting the same stuff, so let me make a few more designs, or and it doesn't hurt, do mock-ups. You know, go to websites that do mock-ups of some, and you can upload your design, put them on different items. But the main thing is you want to just create different designs or different styles of whatever it is that you're selling. Try different colorways, you know, maybe the same different patterns with the same colorways. There's all kind of ways to, you know, take this same one design and manipulate it where it looks totally different. You know, so those are some suggestions as far as products. And especially if you're doing custom stuff, like you have to decide, like, do you want to do custom stuff, or do you want to try to sell your own designs, or, you know, yeah, he's a pit. He's a pit. He's a pit. Oh, let's see. He's probably still lurking around. Hold on. No. Oh, you're stealing my audience. Polo, come. Polo, come. Look. Come. Come. Come on. There he is. There he is. This is Polo. So when you hear me yelling, this is him. All right, beat it. Okay, beat it. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's about maybe 6 months now. Yeah, about 6 months, 7 months. But he loves my kids, so whenever they go out, this is what I get, crying. All right. So in this case, being that you want to do both, I would separate the two. So you want to have something like maybe a website for your own designs, or set up a store like an Etsy store and Shopify, or one of those type of stores. Let me let him out. Come on. Come on. Yeah, set up two different I would set up two different maybe websites, or even you just need one website for the designs that you want to do. Because custom stuff, people are going to tell you 9 times out of 10 what they want to do, or what type of design or pattern, whatever it is, graphic that they want on whatever type of clothing. So I would definitely, you know, separate, put your own products, whatever it is that you want to do, those designs on your, mock-ups, and create a store where, and have your own name, so that people know, okay, this is a store, and then they can go in and they can, look and see what type of products and so forth that you have, and go from there. The custom apparel, because that's what I do. A custom apparel, I do strictly custom apparel. I don't really have, say, my own brand, or I have another store where I'm selling my own designs. To me, it's tough because people have to like your designs. When it comes to custom apparel, people are just going to come to you with stuff that they like already, and they're going to ask you, can you print this on a shirt? Can you print this on a hat, a hoodie, a jacket, whatever the case is? So I don't have to go through the headache of like busting my head to figure out, all right, you know what? And this is not for everybody. I'm just not that great with coming up with my own designs. So when it comes down to it, Some people are great with that stuff. They have an imagination. They know, they're good with their colors and so forth. They know what they want on what piece of apparel that they want it on. But I would, like I said, make one website, have your website for the products that you want to put your own designs on. Start up a store on Instagram, Shopify, Etsy, one of those, or maybe all of those platforms, depending on how, you know. Yeah, I mean that's cool. That's dope. I wish I could fall upon that. Like my daughter, she's very good like that. You know what I'm saying? She knows colors, and she's very good with, the computer already, as far as coloring stuff on a computer, and so she's good like that. I personally, unless you tell me, okay, 9 times out of 10, if someone wants I have a guy that does my logos for me, so if people want logo designs, that's my guy. I honestly, I get overwhelmed with stuff like that. So that's not one of my strong points, and I'm always honest with you guys. So I keep it 100 with you. And I let you know, like, that's not something that, to me, it's a headache, because I'm not good at it. But yeah, that's my advice as far as kind of channeling both, your own designs versus custom designs. You're going to find that, and I may be wrong, but you're going to find that custom apparel, once you let people know, or you hear someone say, yes, such and such is having a birthday party or whatever the case is, and you simply tell them, let me know if you need shirts or whatever, custom shirts for the party or whatever, because I get them made. I'll make them, and people are like, oh, really? You know how to do that? And yeah, okay. And then now they remember you do it, put in that first order with you, then you automatically become that go-to person. I mean, that's what happened to me. With a lot of my customers, most of my customers, I do a job for them once or twice, and they know, okay, I don't have to go on the internet, and then upload this design, that. All I have to do is just send him the design, tell him what I want, and it's done. I don't have to spend time trying to, shop around and find out how the quality is and this and that. And, you know, so people know, all right, Mr. T-shirt, you know what? Hit him up. This is my guy. He'll take care of you. Simple as that. Most of my customers are referrals from other customers, or referrals from referrals, basically. So that type of chain keeps it kind of residual for me, which I'm thankful for. And shout out to all my great customers that's been with me, especially from day one. So um yeah, I mean, I mean, I used to have a big circle because I was in the car scene, the car community. But, as you get older, your circle becomes smaller, especially when you have a family. Your family is really like your circle, and those friends and family of your family become like your circle. But like I said, just going back into the dealership, working back as a mechanic again, you know, you meet a bunch of people, different occupations, and even the customers, some of the customers. So, get to share your stories sometimes, and then it opens up doors for you. So, that's how that goes. But yeah, it's never really anything too crazy. Um, I never spent money on advertising as far as my business, to say, oh, I'm going to, I have to pay for ads or run these commercials, or, get this billboard up, or whatever the case is. I've been grateful and thankful that my customers believe in me. They see me as their go-to, and they're very easy to work with. They're not really headaches, like a lot of businesses, especially say in the custom scene, they have to deal with certain issues. My customers are pretty good. So, I do wish, well, I'm not going to say I wish, this is, it's what I'm working to, as far as, getting out of the garage eventually and getting into my own shop. But location is always key. At least to me, it is. Location is key. the amount of traffic, so forth. And then at that point, I'm sure I'm going to have to spend a couple of dollars just to advertise, just to know, or let the locals know that, hey, we're in town. This is your new custom apparel, and so forth, so on. So it's all good. It'll all work out. I guess you could say that. Dan. It's all good. It's all good. It's all out of love. It's all out of love. I mean, and for those of you that don't follow me already or follow the business page on Instagram, it's Invested Customs. I'll put it in the chat. I'll pin it. And pretty soon I'm going to try to do a video this week of a list of vendors that I use in my business. So, that's a video that I'm sure that will do well, just on the fact that a lot of people just don't know where to go to for their supplies, for their blank shirts, for their vinyl, for their transfers, for, their equipment, for whatever it is that they need, so they watch other videos of influencers telling them, all right, buy this printer and buy this thing and all these expensive, pieces of equipment and supplies, when there's ways of getting these things for very minimal cost. So I think for the year, I haven't done a video like that for the year yet, for 2024. So I think that's going to be probably my next video. So definitely stay tuned for that. And that should be very helpful. You see, I'm working in a very small space. It's so small, I have to go out to change my mind. But I love it. It's my haven, my zone. I'll spend day in here and be happy. Yeah, I mean, listen, when I started, I was living in an apartment. I had a little corner, probably no big, like it was literally like a wall. So like if you look, see where my cutter is, it was literally the size of the wall, like going back and forth. This side right here, that was my only space, in the apartment that I moved out of before before I bought my house. But yeah, that's where I started, so there would be folded up stuff. I'd have stuff laid on. I mean, we had carpet, so I'd have stuff laid out on the carpet, stuff hanging on a rack. There was a point in time where my wife was ready to kick me out just on the fact that I had stuff everywhere, So, I mean, it started to take over, but it was a good thing because I had just started out and I honestly didn't expect the business to do as well as it did, that quickly. So, and at that time I was then working as a mechanic. So, and I was doing custom apparel on the side versus now being a mechanic on the side and trying to do my custom apparel full time. So at that point, I was just starting out, and yeah, I definitely didn't think it was going to jump off as quickly as it did. And I think that's another reason too that I never really pushed to learn, say, graphic design or how to come up with my own graphics and so forth, because I'm a believer of, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Stick with what works. And I feel like this is my lane, so I stay in it. I don't try to deviate from it. I don't. That's it. But yeah. Now, where are you tapping in from? What state are you in? Dalton, Illinois. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Illinois. Shout out to the town of Dalton. Is that a small town? Is it, a big town? Like, I've never heard of Dalton. I'm here in New York, in Long Island. You could be the custom queen in Dalton. If it's a small population, you don't have a lot of custom apparel businesses in the area. It's a south suburb, right outside Chicago. Okay. Now, are there a lot of people in that area doing custom apparel? Is there, where do people go to get those type of things, or is everybody just ordering off websites online? Because if that's the case, that's another thing too, another key point with how to gain customers. When you're local, believe it or not, the locals rather work with the local than going online and ordering something that they don't know what is the outcome is going to be, or like the quality is going to be before until it gets there. And then a lot of times, how many times have you bought something, you got it in the mail and it wasn't what you expected? So that's another way to kind of take over or lock down your area with what it is that you do. Like, I'm from Nassau County, well, Brooklyn originally, Brooklyn, New York. I moved out to Nassau County, and most of my customers are in Nassau County or in the city. Versus Long Island, I mean Suffolk County. I moved out here about 4 years ago, and so out here is new to me. It's a new territory to me. So it's taken me a little, some time to start to gain the business of the locals in the area. But I do have quite a few good customers out here already, just because I'm now a local and they feel comfortable working with locals in their home. I know. Exactly. See, they're doing it, but they don't advertise. So those people kind of they sound like they're like you in a way, because you're afraid of failing, and these people, they're starting and they're not even advertising. So when you don't advertise, why aren't you advertising? Is it because you don't believe in your product? Is it because you don't feel that it's good enough? You don't know who to reach out to? Just you making your products, like, you're the best person probably in that area to have a website with your own designs on it, and push it, like, advertise it on the website. You said it's a small thing. I mean, I'm not sure if you have a lot of friends in Dalton, but everybody everybody that on social media, whatever the case is, should know that this is Dina's website. This is the type of stuff she sells. Anything custom that you need, you want apparel done, tumblers, mugs, whatever it is, even custom playing cards, because I like that one. I'm not going to forget about that one. But, hey, you know what? Let them know. They should know that Dina's the one that has it. Dina can get it done. And then for those of you that's just joining in, welcome. Thanks for tapping in. Let me know where you're from, where you tapping in from. How's your weekend going? How was your week? Was it productive? Was it successful? Yeah, never self-sabotage yourself. Never do that. You know, if anything, if you look at something and you say, hey, if anything, it should always make you say, I can do better. It at That's your worst case scenario. If you look at it and to you it doesn't look good, doesn't mean it doesn't look good, because you know, you know what I'm saying, what you did or put the work that you put into it to make it look how it looks. But if somebody else looks at it that doesn't know or doesn't have the knowledge of even how to go about making it, they may think it looks fantastic. You know, it's just like you cooking something, a recipe, and you're the one that's cooking it, and you taste it at the end, and you're like, oh, I could have used this or I could have used that. But if I tasted it, I'm like, wow, Dana, this is amazing. So, you know, never self sabotage yourself. Yeah, that's it. Consistency is key. You know, just if you're proud of it, show it off. You know, when you get a new car or you get a new house or anything new, a new dress, or anything, you know, you want to wear it out. Why? Is because is it new? No, because it's because you want to show it off. You know, let's face facts. You want other people to see it, other people to see you in it. So same thing. But yeah, for those of you, like I said, that just tapped in, make sure you know to follow me on Instagram at Invested Custom. I pinned it at the top of the chat here. Um, you know, any questions, comments, always feel free to leave them. You know, you guys all have my different social medias. So, you know, I appreciate you guys tapping in with me this weekend on this Sunday, this cold Sunday, sunny but cold Sunday here in New York. I'm gonna go finish off these pieces for this customer and call it an early day. I don't want to be printing all day on a Sunday. I want to enjoy my one day off before I have to head back into work tomorrow early in the morning. All right. So again, Mr. T-shirt signing off. And catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for top. Thanks, but I can't even talk today. Thanks for tapping in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.